everyone, my name is Bettina, and welcome back to Doki Blue Skies. We're gonna play this. Max and I haven't played this in about a month, but for you, it's just gonna be a few days since the last episode, but, yeah, we're gonna start the game again. You say we last played this July 14th, that's over a month ago.
Oh my god. I didn't even realize it's been that long.
I know! I think we left off when we wrote a new poem, and now it's the next day.
Yeah, I think this is, like, the last day before the weekend, too.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do festival preparations. That was fun.
Yeah. We get to choose who we hang out with, which it'll be Yuri.
Yeah, because we're doing a Yuri route this game.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm the last one here.
Oh, don't worry about it. Everyone's late from time to time. Oh, that's different.
Ah.
Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack.
I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual, but I just lost track of the time today. What made you forget the time? Ah, it's a funny story, actually. I recently decided to learn how to play the piano, so I was practicing just now. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off. You can play the piano? That's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself. It's not as cool as you make it out to be. I've only been playing for a little while, so I've still got a ways to go before I'm any good. You should pick up an instrument too, Yuri. I could definitely see you playing the violin. Which is funny, because Yuri's instruments is the violin whenever she's played. So...
Oh my god, that's clever.
Yeah, Monica knows.
Oh yeah, she's still got the sixth sense, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much suits Yuri perfectly.
And so does Main Kara, but he doesn't know it.
Haha.
The violin is a beautiful instrument. I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well, which is also one of her instruments.
Oh.
Flutes can be calm and elegant, just like you. Thank you.
How's it like to play the piano?
It's really an enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment it can sound gentle and soothing, the next powerful and full of force. The piano's an instrument that I'm familiar with, too. Oh, really?
Do you know why it's called the piano?
I do not. Do you know?
So, originally, it was called the forte piano,
Oh.
which, if you know, like, some music notation, forte means loud, and piano means soft. So, it was because you could play it as either loud or soft, just as Monica said.
Wow. So the piano's full name is the forte piano. It could be loud and soft.
As long as school did not lie to me, then yes.
The more you know. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. More backstory. He'd been playing it since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me. But I never really got into it. Considering that, you'd think that I would hate the piano. But for some reason, I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Maybe because it reminds me of my father, in a way.
So is his dad, like, dead? Or did he just leave? Or...
I think his parents are divorced, and his mom works all the time, so she's out. So I guess his dad is out of the picture, so it's just him alone in the house.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, we went through that, didn't we? The divorce thing.
Yeah.
Huh. It has been, like, 2 months since we started.
Yeah, since the whole, like, thing started. Oh, Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First starting your own club from the ground up, and now picking up piano on a whim. I doubt I'd be able to do that. Oh, don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it. Which is why I think we're all going to do amazing at the festival.
I can't wait for the festival.
Nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
Natsuki, weren't you just protesting the festival yesterday?
Well, obviously I meant everything besides our part of the festival.
Huh.
Dang.
I still don't like the idea of performing.
Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to start this whole debate over again either.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to everything else. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you burst.
I don't think she put it quite like that, but it's cool to see her so excited.
Yeah.
I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. Kinda reminds me of a certain someone. Speaking of which, where is Aori? I thought Monica was the last one.
Huh. Well, she might... Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's over on the desk, rubbing an eraser
Oh.
across the desk.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Maybe.
Or at least last time she was.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Sayori sitting at the desk in the back of the room. In the back of room? Staring out the window. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue to converse behind me. Something about squid? Inside joke.
Hey, Sayori.
I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh. Are you okay?
She forces a smile. It's not very convincing. Of course I am, silly! Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know, you just seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
My mind wanders back to what she asked me as we were walking home together. Oh, it's still bothering her.
Oh, yeah. What did we say?
We said that we'd like to walk home with Yuri, but, I mean, we were kind of like... But it was the whole... Oh, yeah, that'll never happen. I mean, why even bother thinking about it? And, like, tried to play it off. But, like, that's the choice that we said. We didn't say, is like, oh, no, I'd always walk home with you, Sayori. But, so she's probably thinking about that.
Yeah.
You worry too much, main Kara. I'm fine, seriously. But, I mean, she may have acted this way even if we picked her. This could be part of the story.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Yeah. She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems much more Sayori-like, there's still something inside that feels like something's up. Sayori must have noticed, so she hastens to explain. To tell you the truth, I just didn't get much sleep last night. I'm really tired, so sorry if I'm a little cranky. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Why don't you spend some time with the others? I might try to have a little nap.
Sure, okay. Just, know that if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me, okay?
Oh, this main character cares.
I'd hate to see you suffering in silence. Man, this is a good guy.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
She nods. Suffering might be a little strong of a word.
Well, you know what I mean.
Sayori nods again, then shoos me away. I also wonder if it's because, like, we're going the Yuri route and not the Sayori route that, like, she's feeling really lonely. Kind of like Natsuki kind of notices that she's not being paid attention to.
Yeah, I mean, but even in the original game when you took the Sayori route, she was all sad from this because of, because you were having, well, basically just because she was getting too much attention in a sense.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
So, it's probably just one of those things that it's always going to happen.
Yeah. But, like, Monica was also playing with her, like, suicidal thoughts kind of settings. So...
Oh, yeah, true.
So, even with Monica not messing with things, she's still feeling depressed.
Oh. That's harsh.
Spoiler alert, sorry guys. If you haven't seen the original Doki Doki Run, then what are you doing here?
Yeah, we said that at the beginning. It's fine.
Okay.
It's all fine.
Yeah. As I wander off to talk to Monica, that feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days. I mean, it's been a good few years since we've properly hung out together. Maybe she's changed. But I mean, it wasn't like that the last few days, so...
Yeah.
Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right? I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Main Kara, what's up? I decide to just jump right in. There's no point both beating about the bush. Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, sup, you beautiful... Wait.
Yeah, that's a Phil DeFranco intro. I know what you were gonna say. I don't know.
Not on this channel.
No.
Not on this channel.
We tried.
Hey, so, have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently?
Wrong? What do you mean?
I don't know, she seems a little downcast today. So do you have any idea why she might be feeling off? Like, have you seen her act this way before?
No, I can't say I've ever seen her like this before.
Yeah, she said she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But, to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Just like you were predicting.
Yep.
Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and nap? Maybe there is something on her mind. My question, though, is why you're asking me, Main Kara. You've certainly known her longer than I have.
Yeah, well, you've spent more time around her recently than I have, with the club and all.
I guess so.
But I've never seen her dismiss me? Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but it felt like she just wanted me gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know?
This is so sweet. Like, he didn't talk to Monica openly about, like, how he feels, like, concerned for her before.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, that's all.
No. I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. Even Monica
Right?
thinks. After all, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Yeah? Are you sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. In, like, the back of his programming, he's just like, oh no, not this again.
Yeah. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right.
Oh.
Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyway.
Oh, well, fair.
Oh. Wait, okay. She's still here for one more day, and then... There was a day where she, like, Sayori stayed home because she wasn't feeling up to it. I guess that's the next day.
I think it's that she goes home early today. Like, before they finish with poems.
Okay. Right.
Like, you show her your poem, and then she goes home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, alright. Fair enough, then. I just hope she's more receptive to you than she was with me.
Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth of her smile reflects in her eyes. You really care about her, don't you? From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while.
Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember. Although, before I joined the club, we had been drifting a lot. I hate thinking that she's been like this before without me around to help her.
Hey, I know it's hard, Main Kara. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer. But for what it's worth, She's lucky to have someone so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone. Aw, I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know.
Huh? Really?
Yep. She told me she was kind of surprised at first, as she didn't expect you to want to join. But once she got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyway, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine. Don't you worry. I sure hope so.
Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help.
You're too kind, main Kara. Nothing to thank me for. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. I glance around the room.
Here's Yuri!
Suddenly, I notice that Yuri is peering over her book at me. Realizing that she's staring, she timidly hides behind her book. Did she overhear the stuff about Sayori? Perhaps she can help. I walk over to where Yuri is sitting and slide into the desk next to her. Gonna slide up in there.
Slide up in your DMs.
Ooh, I'm sorry if I was distracting you. I didn't mean to stare at you like that.
Yuri, it's okay. You're not bothering me at all.
She sighs, appearing somewhat relieved. I see. Well, I couldn't help but notice you were deep in thought. Is there something on your mind, Minkara?
Well, yes, actually. But how could you tell?
She gently flicks a page in her book back and forth, rubbing her thumb gingerly against the corners. I'm usually alone with my thoughts, so I know what to look for. Not that I was specifically watching you or anything. Oh dear. I hope you don't think that's weird of me.
Hell no, girl. Don't worry about it. I think being so perceptive is kinda cool. Perhaps you could help me with something, Yuri.
Her curiosity piqued. She folds the page she was reading slightly to mark it for later, then shuts the book and turns to me. Are you sure I'm the right person for that?
I do. You seem to have your head on right, so you'll probably give me great advice.
Aw. I see. Well, I'll do my best, I suppose.
Okay, so I guess the main issue is actually... Have you noticed anything up with Sayori?
Sayori? She glances over to Sayori, who's totally oblivious to what's happening around her.
Yeah, things just seem really different, you know? Like she's not herself. I tried to ask her about it, and she just... Excuse me. And she just told me she was tired, but I'm not so sure.
Yuri idly taps at her book with her finger, apparently thinking things over. That must be quite worrying for you. I'm sorry to hear she's not feeling well. Forgive me if this isn't an appropriate question, but do you mind me asking how long you've known each other?
Gosh, as long as I can remember, really.
I mean, that's basically all the story asks for. It's as long as you can remember.
Yeah. We hung out a lot as kids, but as we got older, we kind of drifted apart. Since I've been coming to the club, though, I've had the opportunity to spend a bit more time with her.
Yuri nods contemplatively. Okay. Well, perhaps she doesn't feel comfortable sharing what's ailing her? That's not to say she doesn't think of you as a good friend. You just Haven't really seen much of each other recently, have you? Forgive me if that sounds too harsh. I place my hand on Yuri's shoulder. She tenses up for a split second, but quickly eases down again.
Yuri, trust me. If you were bothering me, I'd tell you. You need to stop apologizing so much. It's really okay. God, Yuri reminds me of me.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
I have literally done exactly that.
Oh, yeah.
Someone says you don't have to apologize so much, and I apologize for apologizing.
I let out a soft laugh. She's very sincere. It's quite endearing.
I understand where you're coming from, though. Perhaps I'll need to work my way up to that level of connection with her again.
Yuri folds her arms and tilts her head to the side, allowing her long violet hair to droop down over the desk. Main Kara, have you heard of the proverb about our 3 masks? What?
Huh? I don't think I have. I know this one.
Oh. Well, to put it simply, every person has 3 different faces. The first is how we present ourselves to people in public. Strangers, passerby, that sort of thing. The second is how we present ourselves to our close friends and family, the ones we hold dear to our hearts. And the last is reserved only for oneself. It's our truest representation of our being that no one else can possibly interpret. That's actually pretty amazing. Yuri truly seems to know what she's talking about. I'd never heard of the 3 faces deal. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't remember where I first heard it. It might have been like a psych class.
Sounds like an interesting class.
Yeah, it was.
Notice that I said how we present ourselves and not how we feel. I think perhaps the way Sayori acts and the way she feels aren't necessarily the same. Ooh, thunder
I
outside.
think I understand. Ooh, bad storm?
No, I think it's just the beginning of a storm. I don't know if my microphone is gonna pick it up or if you heard it, but yeah.
Little bit,
Okay.
but it ain't too bad. I think I understand. She has crippling depression. But what makes you bring that up?
You felt as though something wasn't right from the beginning, correct? Maybe your intuition is trying to guide you towards that conclusion on its own. Of course, that's just my perspective. It's entirely possible that I'm looking too much into it. Although I must admit, I am curious about her seemingly sudden attitude change. I wonder what could have caused that. I assume you don't know of any potential events that could have had an impact on her life, do you?
I mean, there was yesterday, but,
yeah. Don't want to talk about that.
I'm now really wondering if
Yeah.
this actually would have happened.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind. Although, as you said earlier, I'm not sure if she'd tell me anyway.
I do think we have a save on the choice, like when we're walking with Sayori. I don't know if that would make a difference if we changed the choice, but we'll keep going with this timeline.
Yeah.
She turns to face me wearing a plaintive smile. I understand this must be quite frustrating for you, Main Kara. You want to help her, but she won't let you. But sometimes there's only so much you can do. For now, your best bet would be simply to let her know you're there for her, without prying. I'm sure she would open up to you when she feels comfortable doing so. She's lucky to have such a thoughtful person looking out for her.
Right, exactly what Monica said.
Yeah. Friends like that are quite hard to come by these days. It's true.
Yeah, admittedly. Monica said something similar to me just now.
Uh-huh. I rubbed the back of my neck in embarrassment.
You guys give me too much credit. I'm just doing what any friend would do, right? There's nothing extraordinary about what I'm doing for Sayori.
So humble.
Anyway, do you mind if we do some reading? I can't do anything else for Sayori, so I might as well take my mind off it.
Of course. I thought we could carry on with the portrait of Markov. If that's okay with you, that is.
Yeah, sure. That'll do fine. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say thanks. For listening to me, I mean.
Aww.
You've been super supportive, even though this stuff doesn't really have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
So, I really appreciate it. You're a genuine person, Yuri. Not to mention, you've got a cool taste in literature.
I don't know what to say.
You could say you want to go out with me. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, sorry. It's just that you're really mature and insightful, and for someone like me who isn't very good with emotions, you really hit the nail on the head.
Aw. He's not good at emotions, but he can tell when his friends are hurting.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably not good at his own emotions.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm just not really used to people being so nice. Oh, the poor girl!
Oh my god.
I frown. That's kind of surprising. Sure, she's a little quiet, but she's really got her heart in the right place.
It's okay. I should have been a bit more mindful. Shall we start reading?
If you wouldn't mind. Thank you, though. I'm glad you joined the club, by the way. Aw. Okay. Music.
Shit's so cute.
Music stopped. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. I guess that reading session went without any event.
Yep, just very quiet reading.
Yeah. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles reassuringly at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. There goes the thunder. Okay. Thunder! Thunder! Feel the thunder! Lightning and the thunder!
Oh yeah, that's the Imagine Dragons, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought that, like, actual lightning and thunder sound effects should go with that song.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah. Okay, whom should I show my poem to first? I'm thinking if Natsuki doesn't like us sharing Yuri poems, I want to get her out of the way right away.
Okay, then I think we should go after Sayori to figure out, like, what's going on with her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna say yeah, no thanks, and then next.
Yeah, no thanks.
Wait, what? You didn't even... Next!
There we go!
I called it! I know this game pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
I've watched at least 5 playthroughs of the original, so... I haven't seen Blue Skies yet, though.
So, who did
All
you
right.
want to go next?
Sayori, I want to check to see if she's okay.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Hey, boo.
It's good to see you taking poetry seriously, main Kara.
Yeah, truthfully, I wasn't really sure how much I'd like writing poems, but coming here made me realize how enjoyable it can be.
It looks like you've really been influenced by Yuri, too. Yeah, really influenced.
Very heavily in many ways. Eh? Have I?
Did you write it specifically for her? She doesn't look very happy, either.
No, I didn't, what? No, I didn't.
Ha.
What gave you that impression?
Never mind. It's a nice poem, by the way.
Oh, she's sad still.
No.
Thank you.
An awkward silence descends upon us. It's good to see you making friends, though. Seeing you get closer to them, seeing you happy, it makes me happy, too. I don't sound happy, but I'm trying.
I just want to grab her by the shoulders and be like, tell me what's wrong!
I turn to look at her, but she's deliberately avoiding eye contact as she aimlessly fiddles with a pen in her hands. Her words really don't match her demeanor. No sense in questioning it, though, as I already know what the response would be.
How was your nap, by the way?
Oh yeah, it was great. Really helped.
It didn't.
I'm fully aware that she didn't nap at all, and the fact she went along with the lie further confirms my suspicions. I opened my mouth to call her out on it, but then I stopped, remembering Yuri's words. Perhaps now just isn't the best time to ask about whatever is on her mind. It's not like we're best friends nowadays. There's clearly some distance between us, as much as I don't want to admit. I've asked her what's wrong, but she didn't really confide in me. It's frustrating, but as Yuri said, all I can do now is let her know I'm there for her and respect her boundaries. Good job.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just work with the hand you've been dealt, I guess.
Hey, Sayori, look, this might sound a bit weird, but I just want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter what's going on. I shouldn't have pried earlier. I should have respected your privacy. It's just hard for me to sit back and do, well, it feels like nothing.
Oh, she's surprised.
Oh.
It's okay. I appreciate the concern. Thank you. Anyway, Monica told me she wanted to discuss our festival preparations after everyone was done sharing poems.
Oh, is she staying?
Yay! So, I should probably show you my poem now. Anyway, here it is.
Did we get her poem?
I don't think so. This looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a new one.
Fairy tale. In a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be long, long ago, but she was made to be an angel. But I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. I took on their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams like a guardian should. The seeds from my efforts then spread far and wide. I fed them with power I found deep inside. People liked me when I made things right, but they got used to it and stopped believing so much. I watched the children playing and felt sad, but I was happy too. I really was. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother, the one everyone depended on and trusted. But time kept on passing as I gave my all. I had nothing left and I couldn't stand tall. But I kept on going as I'd always done, a soldier in battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes get tired too. Once everyone was happy, my job was done. But what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. Quick, make it all go away. When everything's big and bright, what more could anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up, but they kept living happily, happily, happily ever after. Aww.
Huh.
Some of it rhymes, but the rest doesn't, but it's sad.
Yeah. Just depending on, like, what the words are saying. It's either, like, rhymey or not rhymey. Huh.
But it sounds really bittersweet.
Yeah. God, the devs of this game are so dang good.
I love it! Oh, I can hear the dog.
Oh, Peanut's being a little borky heck.
Quiet, Peanut. So, what did you think?
Wow, Sayori, I had no idea you could write like this.
Mirroring our thoughts exactly, because we knew what she could write before.
Yeah. This is something else. Have the others seen this?
No, not yet. You're the first one I've shown it to.
What an honor, eh? So, what's this one about? How do you not know?
Come on.
How do you not know?
And you should know better than to ask. We should, like, interpret your own meaning and just, like, try to guess first.
Listen, this main character is a good boy. He's not a very bright boy.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Oh, thank God. I didn't want to have to roast this guy more.
Yeah.
From what I can gather, it's about someone who tries to keep everyone happy, right?
She nods.
And people liked that, but eventually they kinda
Got used to it. Aww. But that's okay, because at least they were still happy. And this person, the kingdom's wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time.
Oh, she's totally talking about herself.
But as
I
long
like
as,
this.
as long as everyone's happy, that's her job. She's happy when others are happy. That's the most important thing.
Nope, it's not.
Oh, I look back at the poem, trying to pick up on the more subtle meanings.
What subtlety?
The subtlety that it's actually about her!
It's so obvious. But surely the angel doesn't have to be alone. People don't have to depend on just her to happy.
Aw. The missing words here and there make it a little funny.
Yeah. Could have benefited from some more beta testing, but
Yeah.
surely the angel can share the responsibility, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking into this a bit too much. No, you are not. You are...
It's perfect.
Oh my god.
And she's smiling.
Yay! It's a sad smile, but it's still a smile.
Yeah.
I just feel kinda sorry for her.
I blink. Am I seriously empathizing with a fictional angel?
No, you're sympathizing with her!
I'm
You
totally...
dingus.
We're empathizing with the fictional angel here. She's a cinnamon bun. She must be protected.
I didn't even consider that.
Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing.
I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you, main Kara. I really put a lot of thought into this one last night, and you seem to pick up on it.
With an uncomfortable dawn of realization, it's become quite clear how this
Oh.
poem relates to Sayori.
Oh my god.
Oh. I'm not going to have much luck questioning that, though.
It took him way too long. But at least, you know what? At least he got it. Because
Yeah.
the original main character was totally oblivious.
Yes. He got there in the end, even if it took him a while.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, I hope the angel finds happiness soon. Maybe she should share her burdens with other people.
Good hint.
Yeah. She might be surprised at how receptive the people of the kingdom are.
Uh-huh. But then they'll be sad. That would be selfish.
No.
Oh. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel.
Yeah.
After all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair they get to give something back, right?
A shake of the head and a sad smile is my only response.
Oh. So close.
Aw. It was so sweet. I'm glad she
Oh,
shared
he's
that new
trying
poem.
so hard. Oh.
Yeah. If you feel like you're the only person giving people happiness and you're sacrificing your happiness to make other people happy, that's not cool.
Yeah, and if you feel like you're the only person giving other people happiness, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Definitely. You don't have to be happy all the time. It's okay to not be okay.
But it's not okay to not subscribe.
Thanks.
Got
Thanks
two
for that.
calls to action.
All right. Okay, Monica or Yuri? Let's see.
You pick.
Okay, Monica. Save the best for last.
Oh yeah, oh girl.
Hi, main Kara. I approach Monica, wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more. I wonder if that would have happened if we chose her first, or I don't know.
Oh.
But she
Who
takes
knows?
control of the conversation before I can say anything, and immediately jumps into club business.
Well, guess we won't know.
This might come as a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon.
Haha.
Nope.
Very funny. Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Oh.
Well,
Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people?
I'll have to give it some more thought.
Despite any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry is up to snuff. Yeah, because it's just a bunch of random, deep-sounding words, like,
Yeah.
just shuffled on the page. I'm sure that there's not just a little bias during the poetry discussions. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great.
No promises.
You wouldn't want to let down the club, right?
Uh,
She says it with a teasing tone, but a chill runs down my spine when I think about the implications of disappointing everyone. Aw.
yeah, I'm already a disappointment to my parents. I don't need to disappoint you guys.
No! Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as a loyal literature club subject? What will Monica do to us? Oh no! Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance.
Right. That's definitely not something that I can relate to.
Don't worry so much, you'll do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far.
So you say. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love Sassy Monica.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she's fun when she's teasing.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Here it is.
I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. And I guess we take the poem that she was writing. So I guess we're both reading our poems at the same time.
Yes.
The Box, Part 2. On my nightstand sits an ornate box, painstakingly crafted, decorated with the most delicate filigree. Beautiful, beautiful, the most beautiful box you'd ever see. In that box stands a slender porcelain ballerina. No, not stands, twirls. She is inanimate, yet animate, cold, yet vibrant, and oh, so beautiful, the most beautiful ballerina you'd ever see. She spins and spins and spins, and the box's melody goes tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. She neither smiles nor frowns, a permanent look of blank composure painted on her facade. She dances for my amusement, and yet I am evaded by amusement. The room spins around me. Vertigo. I want answers, but she gives me none. I slam the box closed, and yet the room still spins. My skin. Porcelain! Is this all she is meant to be? Is this the meaning she is supposed to derive? Is this the sole purpose of her existence? And then her skin cracks, shattering.
Huh.
That definitely paints an interesting story.
Yeah. It's as if it feels like Monica. It might relate to how Monica had her full sentience in the original, but with the mod, like, you know, I'm still not sure if she has her full sentience or if it's kind of like passive.
Yeah.
And I think it might sort of be a passive thing, and like she's once again kind of realizing, like she's realizing what it's like, just what it's like to be one of the other girls.
Maybe she's like possessed by the mod, like having control over her, so she's like trapped in her character and can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Like in her original programming.
Yeah. She hasn't been able to, I guess, explode out of there, but she still gets to do it through her writing and words. Yeah,
that's like the only part she has control over still.
I like the formatting of the tinkle tinkle and the beautiful. It's such nice writing. Whoever came up with this poem, like, for Monica, was really good.
Yeah, the devs of this are just so talented.
Yes. You know, I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sorts of things that give life meaning. You don't say. That's actually pretty good. Like, what's the meaning of life? To look for answers and contemplate your reality.
Yeah.
Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it, mainly because I am programmed.
And I'm the main character, who is not supposed to question anything.
True. Although he's been doing a lot of questioning.
Yeah, that's true. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
Exactly.
Ooh.
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers to write about things that are more sad than happy.
It's true. How fitting. Somber subjects for a somber day.
Huh.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. That's what makes people so interesting. You might think it would be way better if everyone was happy and uncomplicated all the time. But how would we know what happiness was if it weren't for the sadness to compare it to?
Oh my gosh, she said the line right this time.
Uh-huh.
In the original, she says humans aren't two-dimensional, and then he goes, "Don't you mean one-dimensional?"
Right.
Oh my god, she really is just like following her programming now.
Yeah. This is what she was supposed to be talking about.
Yeah. Gosh, that's so cool.
Yeet.
I guess that's true.
Even so, I'd rather not see my friends so troubled. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I guess she doesn't get to say what she thinks of his poem. I guess he's just avoiding
she
it.
hasn't, like, the past 2 days.
True. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Do you ever feel discouraged when something you've put a lot of time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem, only to have your friends barely glance at it when you show it to them. Like you're doing right now?
Yeah.
and Natsuki didn't even look at it.
Yeah, ouch.
It might make you feel like doing any more is useless. Don't know if that's grammatically correct, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, I think it's any more should be spaced out.
Yeah.
But
And the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative words already that most people won't receive any attention.
okay, really bumming me out.
At least relative to the most popular artists and authors. There's actually not much that you can do in that situation besides try your best. Oh,
Cool,
even she
thanks.
sounds sad about this writing tip.
Yeah, honestly.
However, you also shouldn't think of things in terms of popularity and number of views. The most important thing should be your own personal self-satisfaction. If you're proud of yourself and your work, then I say that's enough success. Are you sure? That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever. Even he thinks so.
Yeah. Honestly.
I mean, what she was going along with reminds me of a meme that I saw and posted for my friends. I think it's a little more inspirational. It says, if you're a creator and you needed to hear this today, you have no idea how many people lurk on your work. No idea how many times people go back to revisit your work. How big they smile when they simply think about your work. How fast their heart beats. How excited they get when they see that you posted something. People are shy with their feedback. Sometimes it's because they're simply shy. Other times it's because they assume you already know how great and talented you are. Could be both. My point is, even if you barely have any likes or reblogs, don't get discouraged. You have a lot of silent fans, but they are still your fans. Keep on creating, because there's always someone out there who will love what you have made.
Yeah, I like that.
So, whatever she was saying about is even if no one else pays attention to you, you should be satisfied because you made something that you're proud of.
Yeah, my issue is I don't feel proud of most of my work.
Yeah. But
that's where I'm at currently.
Yeah.
But
you
I'll get there.
probably have a lot of fans who just aren't telling you how great you are.
Yeah. I mean, I actually had one today say, they were like, when are you going to upload your next video? Your videos are my main source of entertainment. And I'm like, oh, that's actually really nice.
Main source of entertainment, that's so sweet.
I know. It was that was a good feeling, because I've been having a bummed out day, but that definitely brought me up.
Aw. See, a little word can do that, so tell your favorite creator that you like them.
Oh my god, dude, just complimenting somebody once can make their whole dang week.
Yes. This episode is turning out to be super wholesome, not just for the story, but also the lessons we are learning along the way.
Yeah, especially after the most depressing writing tip of the day.
Yes. Okay, let's get back.
Also,
Yeah?
everybody, go out today. Find a dude in your life.
Yes.
Give him a compliment on his appearance, and
Yeah.
he will remember it for the rest of his life.
Yes. It's
We
very
never
important.
A single compliment like that.
Yeah, it can go a long way.
Yeah, I remember December of 2015, a girl complimented me on my green flannel shirt, and it's still one of my favorite flannels.
Aw. I think I remember you posting about that somewhere. But
Yes,
yeah.
probably Twitter.
Nice. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Okay.
Yuri time!
Yuri time. Okay. And probably
Hey,
after
girl.
her, we are gonna call it a day because we want to end on a high note.
Yeah.
Alright. Yuri, let's see how you think of the poem I wrote you. Main Kara, it amazes me every time you show me a new composition.
Aw.
Your poetry is phenomenal. I can't fathom how you're able to write this so naturally. The words flow through the page with vigor.
They're just random words.
It even makes me feel somewhat jealous. It seems so easy for you, whereas I find myself stressing about each piece.
Yuri, I don't think that's entirely accurate.
Oh no.
I am stressed all the time.
Yeah, you don't know how natural something actually is. You just see the final result, not all the stress.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't have an innate talent for writing. You know what, Bettina? That's the exact reason why, like, I think a lot of kids these days just want to be, like, YouTubers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because they don't think it's that hard.
Right. Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah. And YouTubing is like, because you see the person and it's all edited, you think it's all clean and natural, but it's not. It's all in the editing. It's movie magic.
Yeah. The same thing with live streaming is, like,
Oh yeah.
you people don't really think about the production work that goes into it. Like,
It's true.
I mean, obviously, like, my live streams personally, I just have, like, a webcam and a game running,
Yeah.
so it's not too much. But, like, even setting up Streamlabs can be a bit of a challenge for people that are totally new to it, you know?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I have some experience with, like, live television production, so that
Oh.
definitely helped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, things like that, they take practice. No one's good out the gate, and if you're watching someone who's streaming awesome, it's because of all those years of practice being in front of the camera and entertaining people.
absolutely. And heck, some people even have, like, stream directors who are, like, running the board and all that. And
True.
they're just, like, on-screen talent.
Yeah, those are the pros. It's not all one person. Sometimes it is, but
Yeah.
the pros, they have teams helping them look
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. Like, and let me tell you, running the board is not easy.
Oh man, I bet.
Yeah, being the technical director for like a TV show
Mm,
is probably one of the most stressful things I've ever done.
wow. But it's impressive on your resume, I'm sure.
Oh, I mean, I didn't really do it for long, and it was just in a club. So
Oh,
we tried out every position really.
okay.
I liked the, like, audio stuff, obviously, because I'm a voice actor.
Yeah. Well, that's
but,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool that you have that experience.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, let's get back to the story.
Right, it's my turn. I forgot.
Yeah, no problem.
But I do know an incredibly skilled writer whose work motivates me to do my best,
Oh, yeah.
and that's you, Yuri.
My goodness! Yuri gently smiles to herself, closing her eyes.
As if you didn't see this coming.
This feeling! I had no idea that sharing my poetry would feel like this. Oh, it's so refreshing! I forgot. I just went too fast.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, it really is. I still can't believe you've never shared your writing before now. I think so many people would love to see your work.
You say that, but
Hey.
I'm not sure it's that simple.
Don't call me a butt.
Aw,
Don't call me a simp.
That's a good joke.
How so?
Well,
Yuri looks out of the window wistfully. Oh, sad music.
Ooh.
Main Kara, do you know what I do in the afternoons? I like to find a quiet spot to eat lunch by myself. It's a wonderful time to reflect on things without distraction. In fact, I'm also able to catch up on my reading. Do you know why I enjoy reading so much, Main Kara? There are so many amazing types of people within the pages. People who might infatuate you, or perhaps someone who could make you smile in your darkest moments. It might sound pathetic, but it makes me feel better about my solitude. It's almost as if I have my own group of friends. Is that weird? I don't have to worry about disappointing them. They don't find joy in deriding me. And they don't hate me for acting so insufferably pretentious.
Yuri, do people really say those things about you? I mean, I know Natsuki said that last thing, but,
Yeah.
that's Natsuki, so...
Yeah.
People might think I'm haughty or that I'm a know-it-all. But in actuality, I know nothing useful about the world. I might be able to tell you what defines a Shakespearean sonnet, but I'm totally lost when it comes to socializing. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that it became apparent that something was missing. You.
Totally
Oh.
writes like an anime. It's so pretty. Aw.
Just make some anime noises for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Aw.
Nani?
That's like one of my favorites. The aw.
Yeah.
Me? Are you sure?
Yes. The fact that you're willing to be patient with me, it really means a lot to me. I know there's so many things wrong with me, Main Kara. My diction is irritatingly slow. I've never been able to find confidence in my own opinions. And I look for hidden depths where they don't exist. But despite all of that, you didn't leave me. Main Kara, I can count on one hand the number of people I feel comfortable talking to.
It's one. It's just you, really.
You're one of those people. I mean, if you don't count the other girls, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even with the other girls, it might just be like Sayori only.
Yeah.
And, I'm so grateful for that.
I see. Well, in my eyes, you're an incredible person. It'd be weird if I didn't treat you nicely, you know?
Oh,
I joined this club hoping to meet some new people.
That's you.
I know, I'm just listening to the music.
Oh, yeah.
There's some weird parts in the background that sound like... It sounds sort of like percussion,
Oh,
but
really?
you still hear notes. I don't know. Maybe that's just audio going through Discord, but
Maybe.
maybe I'm just crazy.
I can
And I'm
really
glad I got to meet you.
hear.
Yeah, whoops.
I feel like this is the closest that they're gonna get to a confession. Unless they get further.
Yeah, for now it's what?
Mm-hmm.
It's the confession.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we hang out on Sunday,
Yeah.
hmm,
Mm.
out of the club,
yes. I'm glad that I got to meet you too.
Yuri hides her face in her hands. However, I noticed she is smiling this time.
do you want to show me your poem?
Oh, yes, I almost totally forgot about that.
All right, we're in the club.
Yes, I do. Let me get it for you. Here it is. Aw. Okay, now it's the sweet Yuri music with the flute and the violins.
Yeah, I love it.
Heartbeat. Pounding eyes. Exasperation. Flowing liquid conflagration. Rhythmic pulse of candid blush. Delicate notes. Thoughts that rush. A considerate quail, quietly quelled. Sleepy ribbons of bliss excelled. I like the alliteration. The quail quietly quelled. Carefully hearts are wild and flimsy. Patched are broken on ultimate whimsy. This is a happy poem. Nebulous trails of dainty tracks. Final thoughts, no turning back. Irrepressible, fervent drive to breathe. Kindness calmed, that will never leave. Exalted glow of fluorescent moss. Graceful steps of love or loss. Happy thoughts or hidden grief. A cautiously cut crimson leaf. Oh no, I don't like where this is going. Thrashing thread of an untamed gaze. Cacophonous chaos of hearts ablaze. Sparkling sounds of silent desire. From strawberry rhythms that never tire.
Anytime I read the words happy thoughts, I get really nervous.
Happy thoughts.
Because I just think of the happy thoughts picture and I'm like, oh god, no.
Yeah. I feel like she's talking about her hobby now. With the crimson leaf and the strawberry rhythms.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a
somewhat worrying.
It's a bright, it's a happy poem because it's got it's rhymes and it's got whimsy and it's got exclamation marks, but it's also kind of disturbing, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think it's disturbing just because of how much we know about Yuri already.
Yeah, and the cheerful music helps too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
Oh? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond.
Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Does he know?
It was for us.
Also, this clearly isn't the poem that Natsuki said she wrote about. Natsuki?
Joke's on you, Natsuki didn't say anything.
Huh? Yeah, I think they mean Yuri. Meaning, I'm probably the only one she's showing this to.
No, I think they mean Natsuki. I think the programmers forgot to account for the fact that sometimes, like if you go all Yuri, then you won't, then Natsuki won't even talk to you.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe it's hypocritical of me, but I'm not sure if I can explain this one.
Don't worry. The meaning is pretty clear to me.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual.
If it's clear to him, then it might just be that she totally has a crush.
Yeah.
It might just be that simple.
Yeah. Or maybe he thinks it's just about the crush, but it could also be about her hobby.
Could be. One of us is overthinking it.
Maybe.
You must have put a lot of thought into this one, huh?
Yuri nods.
Well, I'm really happy that you showed me this poem. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Oh,
that's sweet. A small smile plays across Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is,
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence.
You mean I can keep it?
Yuri nods. Aw.
I'd love to.
Yuri smiles again. There's something so pure about it.
You always know what to say, main Kara. Perhaps someday I can make you feel good too.
But, I mean, you already have, because you inspire his poems.
Yeah. Maybe you should... Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yuri finally turns back toward me.
Ooh, we should probably think about sharing with the others. But I'll see you later, won't I?
You know it, babe. I mean, yeah. I promise, Yuri.
With that, Yuri pivots around on her heel, making her way back to her desk. Alright. Okay, everyone. Sorry to end on a cliffhanger, but it's been an hour, and you know what that means. End of episode.
Yeah.
Alright.
This was a good one. That made me happy.
Yeah. This was really, really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was an awesome episode, and I hope you liked it too. Don't forget to subscribe to me, subscribe to Max, and tell your favorite creator how much you like what they do.
Yeah.
Alright. Stay determined, everyone.
Bye.